What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were working on a warehouse for memories, and I just really wasn't feeling that property for whatever reason, but I'm determined to turn things around today with the 2-in-1 job. We did already read through this one in the previous episode. If you guys missed that, once again, link to the series playlist is always in the description. Make sure you check it out. Catch up on every previous episode that you might have missed. But let's see what this thing is all about. We kind of read through it already, like I said, and it seemed like it was a penthouse. So we'll see what this cutscene has to say about things.
My girlfriend lived in the apartment next door.
Gerard
She
Rich.
moved out a while
Interesting
ago,
spelling.
but she still has fond memories of this place. Now, since her birthday is coming up, I decided to surprise her. I need you to fix this place up. Turn it into a really fancy apartment.
Okay. I think we could probably handle that.
I'm ready to spend an obscene amount of money on this.
Oh,
She
maybe
won't
we can
know
just,
if
you know,
skimp on
pocket
the
some of
building
that.
materials, but I will, so don't.
Okay.
Give me a call when you're done.
Excellent. There it is, the 2-in-1. I like the neon sign on that. That's pretty sweet. Here we are, starting out in the elevator, of course. Very ominous. And here we are. Hello, Sunshines. I don't remember, off the top of my head, I don't remember what this property was once before, but it's going to be similar to a warehouse for memories where we're kind of going to be transforming this space from whatever it once was, looks like maybe a bar perhaps, now into a proper house for this lady and maybe this dude too. I'm not really sure what their relationship is like, you know, but let's just go through, have a look around, see what we can see. Back here it looks like this was the kitchen once upon a time. I'm assuming it's probably gonna stay a kitchen, but we won't know until we dive a little bit deeper into this thing. This is back behind the bar. I like that. I mean, that's really cool how you can't get back here any, oh, never mind. You can. I was gonna say you can't get back here any other way. There is a little escape route right there. I want to check out this balcony too. Look at this, dude. It doesn't necessarily have the best like waterfront view. That's what I would be looking for in a place like this. But if you like the downtown vibe, I suppose this is a pretty decent vantage point. What is that? What is that noise? It kind of sounded like there was a motorcycle riding around there for a minute, but nonetheless, we have a couple more rooms to check out. This is a bathroom? What the heck we got? Okay, just a typical bar bathroom, I guess. Now I completely missed a door in the entryway. Oh, wait. For a second there, I was like, this makes sense. This must have been her old room. I don't know if it was. I guess it could have been. He said she lived nearby. I guess nearby is quite literally next door. At least the lights work. That's a good thing. Let's check out what's behind this next door. Okay, this would be her original bathroom, I'm assuming. Kind of a slob. I'm gonna be honest. Why does it sound like, oh, there's running water? I was like, why is there running water? Let's get the mop. Wait. We should probably fix this first. Yeah. Stop the leak before we try to clean it up. That's the smart way to go about things. There we go. All right, got that repaired. Now we can clean up our little pool of water right there. Perfect. Well, I think that's a job well done. We can go ahead and head on home now. I'm kidding. So we have a budget of 39 big ones, and he would like us to transform this property into a house for his girlfriend lady. Unfortunately, as is the case with all of the houses that we have done so far, or all of the properties, I guess, we're gonna have to first go through and just clean up all of the trash, all of the junk that is strung around the entire place. What I would really like to know is why every single property we've looked at so far, it seems like the previous tenants or the previous owners of the properties kind of just seems like they've disappeared. Basically just been abducted by aliens, never to be seen again, and they left behind all of their belongings and That, unfortunately, includes all of their trash as well. But it's like the old saying goes, it was all a dream. I used to read We're Up magazine, Salt and Peppa and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on the wall. I'm not gonna continue. My luck, dude, I'd get a copyright strike for just even saying the words without actually following any sort of beat. If you know what song that is, you know. If you don't, that's probably okay. Alrighty, I think that ought to do it on the trash. Looks like we maybe have something else over here in this corner. Let's move this couch out of the way real quick. Yeah, there we go, some broken glass. Okay, that should be all the trash now throughout the whole space. So now what we get to do is, of course, go around with our handy dandy trusted mop. We're gonna get this thing real polished up. They will never even know that there was any dirt in this property, period.
A few moments later.
Oh, dang it, dude. I totally forgot that I have this new light, and I keep forgetting to turn it on. It doesn't really, like, do all that much. It's just an accent light, so I can change the color of it to pink or blue or orange or whatever. But it's been nice to have an accent light to just sort of separate me from the green screen a little bit more. Kind of beside the point. I don't even know why. If this makes the video, I would be surprised. Anyways, now that we have everything nice and cleaned up throughout the whole space, I think we're gonna start over here in this front room, we'll call it, and just go down the list of all the objects they'd like us to sell. The damaged emergency exit sign on the right. Very specific. It looks like this one. There we go. The damaged emergency exit sign on the left, of course. The double doors they would like to get rid of. The Hello Sunshine sign and the Good Vibes Only sign. No more good vibes in this space, all right? We're done with the good vibes. But now we get to move into the demolition, baby. It's been a minute since we've actually had to demolish anything. So we're supposed to be getting rid of these lintels, I guess. So just those four right there. There we go. Okay. And then what about this door? Do we keep the door? I think we're supposed to sell it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there are quite a few new objects to sell now that we've opened this room up to another one. But here, they would like us to actually close that off. 3 walls right there, and the 4th just there. That looks pretty solid. And now in this space, they'd like us to do these floor panels. Oh, okay, kind of similar to Old Faithful, Old Reliable, but a little bit lighter tone. And I don't think it's so much as like a diagonal. It looks like this one's gonna be pretty straight. Okay, I can get behind this for sure. I kind of like the contrast actually with the darker wall and the lighter floor. I think that looks really nice. Oh, never mind. They want us to paint the walls. Please be a darker color. It's not that dark. It's not that dark, if I'm being honest. But I do think it could end up looking okay. Less of a bar feel and more of an entryway into your apartment type feel. Good old delicate cacao, man. You just can't beat it. Well, you could, but that would be weird. You know, I think people often underestimate our flipping abilities because we're able to just paint straight over this wood wall and turn it back into a regular drywall. Now that we have some paint on the walls, it looks like they want us to buy a new door. Again, I'm not gonna buy all the objects until probably the very end, and then we'll just kind of walk through everything together, but I think we can at least get this door put up. I like the glass door. That's really, really unique. Really quick though, I want to go inspect these doors. So those are black trimmed, and then the windows are white trimmed. Looks like just about everywhere in this space. So we kind of have a choice. We can either do white woodwork or we can do black woodwork to match those doors. With this one, honestly, I think I'm kind of leaning more towards the black, just so we can match the door, and then maybe for all the windows, we can just leave those white. Okay. Okay, it's different, but I can appreciate it at the same time. I think it'll look pretty good. Now, in the former bar area, we of course have many, many things that need to be sold, including a lot of junk still. Doesn't look like they'll be needing any of these bar stools anytime soon, so we'll get rid of those. This whole little sitting area over here, they probably don't need anymore. This weird, like, mirror wall, not really a fan of that. Hasn't exactly aged well, I guess you could say, but now we can get rid of the former bar and all the rest of the bar equipment in here as well, even the 2 coffee makers. Love to see that. Next, we got to get out our handy dandy sledgehammer, take out 4 lintels just above this door, Now that we've done that, we can go through and sell that behemoth. And then I think we actually just have to add a small section of wall in its place. And they would like us to paint this with a natural beige and then lay the wall tiles coal white stone cladding. I don't even know what that looks like. Oh, it's the subway tile. Okay, I like that too. And you know what? Come to think of it, we're not exactly sure what this room is gonna end up turning into, so I don't think I'm gonna tackle the walls just yet. Let's move on to the next room in here, and we'll just keep deleting things, I guess. They probably don't want that. Don't want the fireplace anymore. Understandable. We're keeping the AC units, keeping most of the lights, it looks like. What about these? Okay, the former bar lights, those are getting torn down. Yeah, we probably don't want to keep the toilet sign, do we? That's a little weird to have in your apartment. The halogen bulbs are gonna stay up in the ceiling. Let's move on to the next space over here. We're just gonna be selling these guitars, and again, this little seating area over here. Perfect. All right, nicely done. For the bathroom, it looks like we're gonna be selling the sink, but keeping that installation, and actually keeping the toilet as well, but they do want us to get rid of that door. And now we get to bring out the sledgehammer again, baby! We're gonna be taking out this wall right here, and the lintels that used to be above that door. And it doesn't look like we're actually gonna be putting anything in its place, or adding a new wall here. I think they actually just want this to remain open. And it looks like there's another portion over here they'd like us to demolish. I think it starts here. Okay, perfect. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. The perfect width for a new door. So rather than having their entry to the previous apartment, or the former apartment rather, being out here, they're now just gonna move it into this space, which I guess kind of makes sense. So is this gonna be their front door then? I don't know if I should leave that glass. That's a little weird. We'll change it later if we end up really not liking it. But how do we go about this now? I guess we just have to sell all that stuff anyways. Okay. Now we can at least walk into this room. But all of this stuff in here. Yes. Okay. This is good. This is good. It's been a while since we've actually had to, you know, renovate or refurbish a piece of furniture. So this is gonna be a fun one. Just keep going around selling everything. Was that a David Bowie poster? What was that? I probably should have taken a better look at that before I just deleted it. Oh, okay. That's immoral. Yes. Deleting this lady's bunny that she's probably had for years. Probably not a good thing to do, I will admit. We go. Curtains. Okay, the window is staying, of course. Curtains are going. All of this stuff can go as well. Oh, they didn't care about that stuffed animal, though. Makes sense. The blinds can be sold also. Perfect. And this wardrobe can be sold. They don't want to keep that ceiling light. And it looks like this switch over here is the one that they want. Oh, no, they want both of those switches sold. Okay, interesting. Now, since we're going to be doing a new door here, I'm just assuming that they're going to want lintels above that spot. So there we go. And we'll continue into the bathroom here. We're going to sell that door. Keep the tub, I guess. Don't want to get rid of the kitty cat ear headphones. Those are staying for sure, obviously. But just about everything else in here looks like they would like us to get rid of most of it. All right, now we can buy a new bathroom door. We're gonna have to purchase that in here, but to actually place it, we'll go into the next room. As far as the doors go, I do think I'm gonna just try to match those existing sliding glass doors over in the back of the apartment. So we'll just do all black aerithang except for the handle. That way you can at least see what you're trying to open on the door. There we go. All right, new bathroom door, looking good. Now in this space, of course, we have some orbs that we can check out, but first, I gotta renovate this piece of furniture, dude. I just have to. So what do we got here? What is this? My old dressing table. I can't believe it's still here. It belonged to the apartment furniture, but I liked it a lot. It's really pretty. It could use some renovation though. Fair enough. Well, lucky for you, m'lady, that is my specialty. How do we go about doing this stuff again? Okay, we've clicked on a drawer. Nice. Now we get to sand down the inside and the outside of the drawer. And then we can rotate ourselves around here. Just make sure we get every single piece of this thing sanded off. And we'll flip her over. Just make sure we got the backside. Perfect. Now we can either paint it or varnish it or stain it. I don't know if I really want to paint this thing. I feel like staining wood makes a lot more sense than painting wood. Let's see what this ebony one is all about. Oh, that's just straight black. Okay, that could work. that could honestly work. That's, I mean, it's a look for sure. Oh, you know what? We could get real creative with this though. So we could do the outside and the underside in black, and then the inside of the drawers, we could do a different stain, like this European maple, perhaps. Never mind, it completely got rid of our original black stain. So yeah, we'll just do everything in all black. It'll look good. There we go. That is one drawer complete. Now we're gonna move on to the next and just kind of do the same thing we've been doing. Sand it off first, make sure it's all nice and smooth, get the original varnish completely taken off. Then we can, of course, go through with our new stain and make it look nice and pretty. Drawer number 2 complete. Now we got the big boy drawer right here. Okay, now it looks like there's quite a few pieces to this. I'm honestly surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that in-depth. It looks like we've just replaced the mirror. Now we can tackle whatever this thing would be called. The mirror holder is what I'm going with. This looking good, dude. This looking real good. Now we have these 2 little boxes here. Oh, and we just do that on the spot. We don't actually have to move it to a table like we were doing for all the other ones. Interesting. There we go. Now we can move on to the stain, of course. We're going to be doing everything on this black, I think. I might do the tabletop itself. Maybe a different stain. We could also paint the top. That might look pretty good. There we be, dude. Okay, so yeah, for this tabletop, I think we'll sand her all down, and then a white paint on the top, I feel like could look really, really nice. There we go. Yep, that is absolutely the move. I know it looks kind of funny right now because the bottom section is still the original brown that it was, but once we get this thing all sanded down, dude, and stain all the rest of it black, it's gonna look real nice. All right, you just wait and see. There we be. She is all done, dude. I think we did a pretty good job on that. Oh, can we can just flip the whole thing? That's incredible. Okay, but now we can exit the workshop, and there she is. Granted, we don't have any lights in this room at the moment, so we really can't take it all in. Wait, what is that? What is that? Is that just a weird glare? It almost looks like I missed a part staining. Next, we have this little bench thing. This should be a little bit easier. Looks like the seat, all we have to do is clean it? Is that really all you have to do for reupholstery work? There we go. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, no. So we've sanded it, scuffed it. Now we're gonna be cleaning it. Okay, I see what's going on here. I gotcha. There we be. Got a new seat cushion. Looking good as ever. And it looks like it's gonna let us dye the seat cushion fabric. Unless that's leather. I have no idea what's happening right now, to be completely honest. I feel like we should match what we have on the vanity itself. So maybe we do a white seat with black legs. That might not look too bad. Let's see what it looks like first before we just say no. I do like the white seat. If it was real life, I wouldn't go for a white seat because it would get dirty really, really quickly. Perfect, dude. Absolutely perfect. Let's check it out in the room. There we be. Look at that. It's like they were made for each other. Well, they were originally, but we refinished them so that they still look like they're made for each other. Now, we're going to move over here to this little orb thing. This is going to be our flooring, and I think I'm actually going to match what we used in the entryway with this Hudson light brown panel. We're going to take this from corner to corner in this room. Luckily, it's almost a complete square. But we have this little outcrop right there. I think that looks pretty dang solid. Now for the lighting. This dude said money was no issue, but obviously we still have a budget. So I'm thinking we go with a nice elegant looking chandelier and maybe we cheap out on something else. But let's first take a look at this lady's inspiration board. She says, I love light colors. They seem so spacious. Gerard says having everything in white is a bit much though. So in the bedroom, add some other colors I fancy, blue and orange. So we're keeping things pretty neutral, but we're splashing in some blue and orange every now and then. I like that. Yeah, I'm copping the most expensive chandelier they have. Well, that's kind of underwhelming. That is way smaller than I thought it was going to be. We gotta slide it over ever so slightly. There we go. Let's turn on the... Oh, right. They got rid of all of the light switches in the room. Do they give us another one? Oh, yeah, right there. The elegant one, too. Okay. Put that over here right next to the doorway. All right. It doesn't really put off that much light, but I think it looks pretty. It looks elegant for sure. All right, next, the walls. Here we go. Whoa. Teal and pink gradient wallpaper? Dude, that is totally Toogii spec colors. You also almost get like the tiniest bit of yellow in between the two right there. That's pretty sweet. I think we're gonna keep things simple in the bedroom if this is going to remain a bedroom. I'm not really sure at this point in time, but I'm gonna go with a nice coat of white just so we can match all of the existing walls that we've added. See, we don't even have to paint these suckers. It's kind of nice. Painting complete. I think it actually turned out pretty solid, but now we get to move on to furniture. So I'm gonna just move this bunny rabbit up into the windowsill just so we, you know, keep it out of sight, out of mind. But let's see what they want us to do over here. This is gonna be the bed. Okay. Judging by her inspiration photos here, got like a gray bed that has a gray duvet cover on it as well. And then again, just like a splash of blue and orange everywhere we can. Oh, dude, I know why she likes blue and orange so much. Look at her outfit. Blue outfit, orange red hair, orange hair, you know. But I think I'm gonna go with this $1,900 bed. It looks very, very nice. There weren't any options for orange pillows, but I do like the blue. I think that'll look nice. Hopefully with everything else that we add in here. Got like a little storage cubby just at the foot of the bed. That looks pretty good. Oh, you can actually sit on this? Oh, I think I've actually put it the wrong way around. Hang on. Let's try this. There we go. Yeah, dude, you can actually sit on that. That's pretty sweet. Over here, these are probably going to be nightstands. Yes, they are. There we be. Got 2 nightstands over there in each corner. Now over here in this corner, they would like a chair of sorts. I think this is where we add in that little splash of orange. So I'm gonna go with this one just because it's already preset to orange, you know, makes sense. Sort of put that at an angle so it's at least a little bit more usable. And then we have kind of a coffee table of sorts. I'm gonna go with this one in a black wood just because I think it kind of matches the same sort of style as this vanity over here. Now we have 3 new orbs that just popped up. This is just gonna be, you know, little piddly decorative things. We still haven't got much orange. This looks like it kind of incorporates both her favorite colors, although this blue looks a little bit more purple. Hopefully she doesn't notice. We'll put that one up right there. Then over here, ooh, a sculpture or like a fancy china plate thing, I guess. I'm thinking we keep this one a little bit more simple and we'll just go with like a fancy wooden bowl or something and a nice cedar. We can put that over here on her vanity. And then this last one is probably gonna be a rug or, yep, perfect. Let's see, how much blue do we actually have in here? We have the painting and the bed. We have that pillow down there. I think we need more orange. I went with cedar because it looks a little orangey. I kid you guys not, this is the only one I could find that looks even remotely close to orange. It almost has this sort of sunburst effect going on. It does not match that chair whatsoever. So maybe we just do a white rug? I don't know. I'm not really fond of that one. Put that down right there. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That looks much, much better than the original rug. Now, this little bunny over here, we're just gonna put him up on the nightstand right there. Perfect. Rotate this stool around really quick just so it doesn't look so out of place. And then the last thing that we're gonna be doing in this room for right now is gonna be the curtains. So we'll go back into tasks, grab some curtains. I'm just gonna go with white, I think, because this is technically brown and orange, and I don't really care for that. I don't think she would either. We almost have this room completely furnished, and we've barely even touched our budget. So I think for the rest of the space, we should probably try to, you know, find some more expensive pieces. I was gonna move on to the rest of the place and then I was like, oh wait, she has a bathroom in here that we haven't looked at yet. So in here, we're just doing some wall tiles and some floor tiles. Pretty easy. I am seriously so glad that they didn't want this bathroom to look like a gas station bathroom like the previous property that we worked on. This looks like a proper, luxurious, very elegant bathroom. I think they're gonna appreciate that one for sure. Now, let's move into the next bathroom in this space. What the heck? What is that? Wait a minute. Is that a light switch? Oh, when we knocked down that wall, it also knocked down the light switch. Okay, but we can't sell it, which is kind of weird. I am gonna put that over here, I guess. We already have another light switch right here. I guess we're just gonna have 2. Looks like we're gonna be doing a similar thing here. Oh, no. This is like inverse of what we just did in the other bathroom. So this one is gonna have white floors and probably a darker tile on the walls. Got the walls and the flooring done in this bathroom. I really do like this. I think this looks nice. I kind of prefer the other one though. I think the white walls and the darker floor look better, but now all we have to do is add a new sink in here, and the tabletop matches the walls, which would probably look weird, but it's the default, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Honestly, that doesn't look that weird at all. That looks kind of good, if I'm being honest. And the last thing we'd have to do in here is, of course, buy the door, but we're gonna save save that till the very end. Let's go around to these other rooms, see what we have to do in here. Okay, so for the most part, looks like it's just modifying the walls, changing the floors here and there, and then the last stuff is, of course, going to be buying different objects and things. So I'm going to go through real quick, paint all the walls, make sure every room is ready to rock, and I will see you guys here in just a second. Okay, dude, it is seriously so insane just how much a couple of coats of paint can do for a room. I mean, this place used to look so dark and depressing, and now that all the walls are just a simple white, it's crazy how much more light seems like is pouring into this space. But what I haven't completed is the tile in this space. Again, we're not really sure what this room's going to be just yet. And I also kind of forgot about the kitchen entirely. It pretty much looks the same as it did before. So what we have to do first is go through and sell a bunch of objects. So I'm assuming them having us selling all of the kitchen supplies means that they probably aren't going to have the... Oh, there's a knife. That's safe. Means that they're probably not going to have the kitchen in here anymore. What the heck's going on with this, dog? What is that? How did that get there? And this door as well. All right, perfect. So real quick, we're gonna tackle the flooring in here, and then we'll also paint the walls as well. This one's gonna be a natural beige, which is the same as this room just here. I'm really surprised they're not having us just knock out this entire wall. I feel like that would open up a lot of possibilities for this space, but we don't get to make those decisions, unfortunately. Okay, now I think we're finally ready to just go through the entire space and make sure we have all the furniture in. While I'm at it, once we start to configure this room, I will add the tiling on the walls, of course. I just want to figure out, like, if this is going to be a kitchen. I want to know where the cabinets are before we do the backsplash for the kitchen, and so on and so forth. But nonetheless, I am going to start furnishing this entire apartment, and I will see you guys here before too long. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the big reveal, okay? It's a lot to take in, so just try to stay with me. We're gonna start off here in the front entryway of this apartment. Now, I thought it was kind of weird having these doors be glass, because if anyone else in your apartment happens to just come up to your floor, they'd be able to see right inside your apartment, which kind of weird, right? You wouldn't really want that, I don't think. So I ended up doing a solid white door instead of the glass one. We have like little shelving unit out here. It's kind of underwhelming. The front entryway kind of underwhelming, I will admit. However, in the main living space of this house, they gave me so many different things to try to incorporate into this space, and I really didn't even know where to put all of it. For example, this living room here, they wanted these 3 couches, or I guess couch and 2 armchairs, and no matter how I like chopped it up, I just couldn't get everything to fit perfectly. So I just tried to squeeze everything as tight together as I possibly could. And then these paintings over here, this is actually the medium size. I did try the small size as well, just wasn't cutting it. Didn't look very good. So I went with the mediums. We did 2 over there and then 1 up above the fireplace, because these people are weird and they don't want a TV. Why wouldn't you want a flat screen TV above your fireplace? Like, that's what everybody does. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't want it, I guess. But what I really wanted to do with these paintings, or posters, I guess is what they really are, is have the super small ones just have like triples up here above this cabinet. But then they hit me with 3 whole lamps, so I did 2 lamps in here and then just decided to put the 3rd over there. That's why we kind of have the paintings or posters sort of spread around the room a little bit. On top of that, in the dining room, they gave us a table that didn't really have enough space for 6 chairs, but they wanted 6 chairs. So instead, I did something kind of like what we do in my actual dining room. When we have guests come over, we have like a leaflet is what it's called, that we sort of inlay in the table. You can, I almost did this. I almost did that. You can spread the table, open the table up, and add a leaflet in there, basically making the table a lot larger. But with that, you do, of course, have to have extra chairs that match your existing chairs. They wouldn't have to match, I guess, but I just added those chairs sort of off to the side of that cabinet right there, and I think it works for the most part. Let's make our way past the fireplace into what I would call a den. Basically, this would be a fantastic place to just post up, read a nice book, drink your coffee in the morning, have a cup of tea. Who knows? You could really do a lot in this space. Very versatile space over here for sure, for sure. And I did try to incorporate her favorite colors, both orange and blue, and luckily for us, they actually had pillows that were those exact colors. So really, really worked out in that space. Now let's move into the kitchen. This is kind of where I spent most of my time. I'm not even gonna lie. I tried so many different configurations for all these cabinets, and this is just the one that I kept coming back to. The reason it was so weird to me is this like bar top thing they wanted us to incorporate. No matter where I put it, there was always a weird gap like this one here. But this is the least noticeable gap out of all of the gaps that I created. But once I got all the other cabinets placed down where I wanted them to be, then I came through and finished off the subway tile that we had. This is a little bit more than, I think 22 was the minimum amount they wanted. It is a little bit more than that, but I really like how it's separated from this small wall on this side, and then you have a much larger wall over here. I didn't want to bring it all the way over to the end just because it didn't look right. But a big reason that I kept trying to reconfigure this space so many times is because of this empty wall. I mean, there's nothing going on here. Thankfully, they wanted a decorative piece. So I have a little planter box up on the wall that, I mean, takes up as much space as it can, but it just feels like it's missing something in here still. Like, if you look at it from this angle, it looks like a big, complete kitchen, but as soon as you back up, it's like, wait, didn't you forget some cabinets over here? Or like what could you possibly put over in that area? Keep in mind, originally this was a doorway, so had we kept that doorway, I think it actually would have worked out a little bit better. We would have had more area or more space in this hallway area, not having this door here, and we could have put like I don't know, a cabinet, a cupboard, or something on this wall just to take up unused space. And the same goes for these two walls, like having maybe some plants or some other stuff. We do have some more budget, but I'm cooked, man. I am absolutely cooked on this house today, or this apartment. So I think I'm just gonna leave that up to the lovely couple that's paying us to do all this work. But when we first looked at this property, this area here was the kitchen, right behind the bar area. And I had no idea what they were gonna have us turn this space into, and I would have never guessed it was gonna be a walk-in closet, because this thing is ginormous, dude. It is absolutely massive. Now, one of my favorite parts about this walk-in closet, though, is this mirror that they had us put. They didn't suggest that we put it in the corner, but since both these mirrors are just so huge, I thought it was really fitting that, you know, we could maybe put them in the corner and have sort of that like dressing room type feel. So big fan of that, big fan of that. Also, we have a nice blue bench over here, which is again one of her favorite colors, but that's about it for the walk-in closet. It's a lot of unused space in there as well. You can definitely tell that these people are a little well off, you could say. You know, they probably don't care about all this unused space. Before we make our way into the room where all the magic happens, I am gonna have us go into the bathroom over here, because it's pretty much the same as you guys would have seen it before. I actually can't think of anything that we added. I think it was only the door. Yeah, it had to have been just the door. So actually, we could have completely disregarded that space. We'll make our way into the room where all the magic happens. You guys kind of saw what was going on in here before. The only thing that I've changed is I put the kitty cat ear headphones on the table. I think that's actually it. And then in this bathroom, the only thing that we added was this door. So that about sums it up for this apartment, dude. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm really, really excited for when we get to go through and actually purchase these properties for ourselves, because with the budget and with the inspiration boards and stuff, it really does limit us to try to cater to the client, which is what you should do, being that this is our job, right? But I am really excited to try to make these spaces cater to us rather than our client, because being limited like that can be kind of frustrating at times. Now that we've gone through everything, definitely let me know what you guys would have done differently, or if you're playing along at home, what you did do differently. I'm always really curious to hear what you guys have to say. So with that being said, we are going to turn this property over to the lovely couple, and once again, we're being paid 29 big ones for completing this job. But let's see the before and after pictures. Then you'll really get a better understanding of just how dark this space was before, dude. Being a bar or whatever it was beforehand, transforming it now into this lovely couple's apartment building. I actually don't know if it's for the both of them, or if this dude is just so loaded he's like, hey girlfriend, Let me buy you this apartment downtown. It'll be real nice, swear. And just like that, we are back home, now $29,000 richer. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.